Hello and welcome to the next episode. This is our series which is about this Lego room and of course my life. Now this one's going to be quite interesting for a couple of reasons. One, I feel dreadful. Two, I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to get this to fit. Now we are going to try and get the new gardens in the display somewhere because I need this whole section of the table clear by the end of this upload. Now I've got a D&D set there which I am just going to probably pop up on the shelf and basically hope for the best, and we can worry about that at a different date. We have the old fishing store which will probably just have to go back by the A-frame cabin and then that'll be okay. But the big concern is this gardens, because the original plan when I did the unboxing video and review was it was going to be mixed up with all these beautiful trees and we were going to have it added in to this section just here. Now I've actually looked at it for about 3 minutes. I have no idea how I'm going to get a base plate and a half into somewhere that doesn't have a base plate and a half, plus the giveaway purchase as well. But in the last few uploads, if you have been following the process and the progress of the bits and pieces that we've been doing at the end of 2024 to get ready for a big display for 2025, this had a huge change in the last upload. So if you're a Marvel fan, there is a lot of changes in here. We've done all of this in a couple of different uploads, to be honest, but I do really like how the loop coaster looks, the big roller coaster looks. You've got the Daily Bugle, and then from here backwards, it changed in the last upload. We have added the assembly square in. I've got to do all the custom paths and add in all the population, different bits and pieces like that. And then as we come round, we have got a couple of different modulars in situ, and we have got the haunted house in. So finally, I have got those two together, which I think look absolutely great. We've got another space for a modular just there, and then we've got the police station, the cinema and the bank all very, very close together, and I think you can see everything absolutely fine. Ninjago has also made an appearance. The garage obviously isn't staying there. This is about 75% done. If you have been watching the saga of the Ninjago, well, you know it all broke, and I'm in the process of rebuilding it all, and Harry Potter basically was a one and done, and I still haven't added the minifigures out the back. So that is where we're at. We know what we've got to try and achieve today. So with that being said, let's get to it. So first thing I need to do is make a little bit of floor space. Now, we've got boxes everywhere because these boxes are for the Ninjago rebuild, and like I said, we're getting there. But now that's going to have to be put on pause because I need to clear this space off. But I have said the month of January, we will be rebuilding the rest of that up. And if I can start it earlier, then obviously I will do. Now, these boxes just need to go up here. This top box actually needs to be emptied, so I can do that off camera. That is a big box of spare Christmas bits and pieces. That's the stuff that did not make it into the display, so that will be coming into that display at some point. And then in here, we have just got a lot of pieces that we need to go through because there is all sorts of stuff that is in there, and well, it's unhealthy. So I would like to go through all of the CMF minifigures. We've got some box sets in there and everything else. Can I go 3 high? Not really, but it will do. So that is that. That's safe wherever. I don't need to use that table. It just means I can actually stand where we're going to be working, which is great, but now you probably can't see. Now, like I said, there's been no thought process behind this whatsoever. This is just going to be one of those uploads. We have got to get the trees in. So that's the A-frame cabin, the huge set, the giveaway purchase, which is going to be very, very tricky, and then all of the minifigures. Now, we're going to make a fantastic display, don't get me wrong. It's just not going to be easy. So let me get you in a half decent location because I prefer, can't actually see behind the camera. Hang on, oh, did not want to do that, I've just stepped on something. Can you see? Sort of, I think you can. Gonna hope for the best. Hope for the best, I think. So you can see some of it, but not everything. So if that's the case, just to make my life easier on this upload, let's just quickly move this Harry Potter set, and I've got a very close up of my face. That moved. Come on. Come on, come on. You'll go in there, it's a full base plate. Right, can you now see everything? So I told you I'm not even set up for the camera for this one. This is yeah, you can see the Rivendell, you can see all the other little bits and pieces. Good, we are good to go, I think. Right, so we have got Snow White, Winnie the Pooh, Rivendell, Jurassic Park. Now this is our park area, hence why the Jurassic Park bit's going in there. That's why it's all trees and blah 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 blah. The Dungeons and Dragons is never going to fit in here in a million years. I have got this table to my right free, but I don't think it's an option to do anything with. I don't know. Because you've got two and a half. The blue can come off if need be, because that was a plan for some sort of water. But if that comes off, the Jurassic, I can't really move it. This isn't that fun to move. I can't put that table. Actually, I didn't need any space for. I need some space because I can't put anything in front of you because you're not going to be able to see what's going on. So, Jurassic Park gates moving. Now don't forget, all of this is going to have a footpath, so when it's all in situ, it'll be good. Now this was ready, and then they released the new set. I ripped it all out to do a comparison video, and then, well, we're like 7, 8 weeks on. Time absolutely flies. Right, so that is a set of trees I'm going to have to keep close. This bag is annoying me. Shush. We have got the other beautiful set of trees. See, they just look so good together. It's just one of those that you know that you can make really nice displays out of them. So just taking the A-frame cabin apart, having those two with those trees just there, it does look very, very effective. And obviously that's why I'm putting all the trees by the trees and so on and so forth. So fingers crossed, it should look half decent, hopefully. Some more light over here so you can actually see a little bit better, which would be ideal. Now, this has not, since I have done the unboxing and the review, so obviously feel free to hunt that down and see what's going on, have not attempted to do anything with it, not attempted to move it. It's just stayed over here. So it's going to be an interesting one. I think you can probably just see my legs, to be honest, but you can see the giveaway. So that's the giveaway purchase, and then this is now coming off the table. This thing really is very, very good looking. I just have no idea which way this needs to face. To block off the Harry Potter, and it's like you can walk around the gardens to get into the Harry Potter. My head's ticking now. Does it go? It's got to go two ways. It either goes there or it goes there. Now, the Harry Potter at Universal Studios is really well hidden. Like, you walk through London, you go down the alleyway, and you don't even know that you're going down the alleyway until you go down it. We did have it hidden by all the trees, if I remember rightly. So we had all of these bits and pieces originally. But that could potentially come over. Let's put it in here first. Let's get you nice and close. So we'll see what it looks like there, and see if I like looking at the back of this set, and if it's going to look a little bit weird when this table's clear. Because like I said, I don't actually know what's going to be going on this table. This is an absolute monster. So the green, in case you're new to the channel, again, welcome. Admira's mum and dad, if you are watching, hello, hello. I hope you are okay, keeping warm, fit and well. Now, the green, each base plate, which is a big base plate, is 32 by 32. So it's 32 studs one way, 32 studs the other. The shorter, narrower base plates, which I've said before, which is, say for example, these base plates just here, they're 16 wide by 32 long. Now you can also buy these as 16 by 16, which is obviously half the size. So you can see what I mean. There's a 32 by 32. Put that across, it's 32 wide but only 16 deep. Get another 16 deep, there's your 32 studs. Chop that one in half and it's 16 by 16. So that is just some base plate maths for anybody that is new to the channel. And just here is actually a 16 by 16. So that is how it's easier to work out if you can make them fit. Now that is what that looks like just there. All of a sudden it looks really small next to the Rivendell. Now, obviously the only problem is the Jurassic Park gates will not fit there, because they were here, weren't they? And now that is not going to work. And I've always had problems with the Jurassic Park gates. Now, the other issue we've got is that's the giveaway. And realistically, I think it's supposed to go there. And we can extend the path. I know I say I think it's supposed to go there. It doesn't necessarily have to. Because don't forget, you could just have it like that. And then you could create your own path coming in and open it up from the front. So it doesn't have to be attached. So that is not the end of the world. And we have got little bits and pieces like that from Snow White as well. Now, do I want to see the front of this? Should this block off? So probably you can still get to the Harry Potter on the blue, but should it go the other side? And that just gets pulled over, keep it facing forward. Jurassic Park gates go at that corner. That probably then comes over. The smaller bits go in front of that, and then maybe we can make a display. Saying all that out loud, which sounds fantastic, and I just don't know we've got enough base platage. I am scratching my head and neck behind the camera on this one. This really is a little bit confusing because it's going to be tough, because this thing takes up so much space, but it is very, very pretty. I just don't know the best angle. I think what I'm going to have to do is strip the table and put it all back after. I think that's going to be the best thing. Obviously what I can keep on there is the two big sets, but at least if I start doing it this way, I can kind of get a gist of stuff. Right. So that goes that side. That's the little well. That's the thing that she gets kissed in, isn't it? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. So this is beautiful with all the plants and flowers and everything on the front. So it is just too big to go there. That's the thing. If I just had everything green, is that too big to go there? Because you can see what space we've got now. We've got basically 4 base plates. To redo the base plates, I think, because they are falling apart. I just don't know if that does work like that. And then we just have everything else staggered and angled. Doesn't look bad, but this would have to be pushed back for the giveaway. Then you're going to lose a load of space at the front. And obviously it's in the water. So I think it's going to have to be in the water anyway. Because we do lose quite a lot of studs on this side. So I would have to put something behind it as a bit of theming, maybe. That's definitely an option. I think that looks better than it being stuck out to the side. But I think probably it should be the big gardens, and you've got the walking tour that then take you through the back garden to the Harry Potter bit. So can I get this back over without breaking it? Because for some reason, some of the sets love to slide on 32 by 32 base plates, and this monstrosity just takes all the base plates with it. So then you've got to lift it, and then it breaks, which isn't ideal. How has that just devoured all of them? I have no idea. Ah, it's because the water was straight in. Right, so that is there. That's a lily pad that I've just taken off. Push them back. That's of all the places to put that lily pad, put it in the place where I've blocked it off from actually attaching. Thank you. Hang on. Oh, you did it first time before. Not liking the base plates on this table. They are far too slippery. Right, we're in. Back you go. Badly stacked there. What is going on with this? Come on. Right. I must have done this when I was much more awake last time, because I am ruining these base plates. Right. Now, which way do we go? Do we go into the blue? Oh, stop putting up such a fight. So it could go there. I have to sort the base plates out, obviously. You couldn't see a thing, could you? So it could go like that. And then you're walking around the garden, you look up, And you see the fire-breathing dragon up top, which I think looks quite clean. But it can go that side, and it's pushed all the way back, or it comes to the corner, and we're on the green, but we lose quite a bit of space behind, and I don't think we've got that space to lose, to be honest. So I would rather have a little bit of an overhang and probably take that blue base plate away, replace it with a different colour, maybe keep these three as blue. We'll just have to see what we can do. So I think that might be the best option, but you can just see how pretty this is. Really, you've got all of these really nice, just the flowers and everything that are on there. That's the one that's come off. Got you. Come on. Hey. Oh, breathe on anything and it puts up a fight. So we will fix that as we go, because I do not want any of these pinging off. So that is all the way back to the first stud on these 32 by 32 base plates, which is great. And then I just need to rearrange basically what we're doing with this. So I think I'm going to have to put another base plate underneath it, to be honest, just to stop the flop. That's a new hashtag if I've ever heard of one. That goes there. And then I think we're going to have to basically just figure out the rest of it as we go, because we have got plenty of space, but at the same time these sets are enormous. So yeah, you got him. The gates can go in last. How covered do we want to make the entrance? Because we can just add now, like, do we have the two red trees side by side? And do we have the colour? Do we have the colour on the other side? Which, you know, just some nice trees out the front, never looks bad. So you've got that. Obviously the that cabin can spin whatever way it wants. You can have it that way. So when you're walking down the path, you can see the logs. Yeah, maybe we have some more height a little bit further back. So we've got the lower bit there, higher bit up top. I think we're going to have to lose that blue base plate as well. We might have to lose all the blue and just replace them with green, which is fine, but I haven't got any green base plates left. How many studs do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 16 base plates. Will the Winnie the Pooh, will the back end of the Winnie the Pooh fit in a 16 by 16? Because the front of it's got the trees on. Where the heck is that just come from? And of course, as per normal, as we're doing this, if you would do it in a different way, let me know. This is the most honest, unprofessional Right, so the back end does to a point, as you can see. And then we've got the trees to go in front of it. Slight issue. That loses a lot of space. So next port of call is that isn't going to work, which is quite a, so no. I am so vicious with everything I do. How have I just done that? Just taking the, oh, it's because it's a removable front panel, isn't it? Alright, I'll let myself off. I thought I just ripped the whole building off, but no. I've got to take that rock out of it, that's starting to bug me. I'll do it after. We'll do it off camera. Right, I can't angle two base plates because you're going to lose too much space. But how deep is, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it's not. So I'm going to fit in there. Ow. Ow. Because that is a thing of beauty, but the problem is the front's too big. I've just knocked the tree off. Bugger. So these sets now have become quite a problem because they're quite big. So rather than hiding them at the back, do I just try and get them in? Because we've got this little thing just here. Do we put this as part of the queue line? Not putting her in it because I just find that really weird, but we could have her stood about in the queue line. There'd be no harm in that. So we either use all of the smaller bits as part of theming, or we have to put them somewhere else. And I don't know where to put them. We haven't got that much. This is the thing that's really bugging me, because those trees always look fantastic in front of the Rivendell as well. You can see you've got just the matching the same colour. I could try and make a split display. That could go like that. I could get some more little trees and fill it out. If that went like that and that was there, just hiding the bits. I added that there. Can you see? No, of course you can't. So we've got the nice trees there, those trees there. Something's coming up. Got to be smudge. Come on, Tank. Hey, buddo. You in your bed? You in your bed? Made that especially for you. Yeah, go on. Get in your bed. Turn round, fall asleep. And just like that, the battery died. I was too busy focusing on smudge and actually see the back of the screen. So he is now causing absolute chaos and carnage out the back. I've got spare batteries up here ready to go, so we are good. Right, so does that spin round like that? Which I think looks quite nice. Actually looks better like that. Okay. Which then allows I'm getting obsessed with that one. No, I think it has to be the height. Does that go close to it? Does it go behind it? Does that look quite nice as a backdrop? So we've got the Winnie the Pooh, the nice tall trees over there, so it's not really blocking anything off. And then you walk through the little trees, or the path, and you've got a little thing just there with some more trees. I don't think that looks too bad. It's taking up the space as well, so now it's the Winnie the Pooh house, which is going to be interesting. Because of course, again, I could put that there. That just sounded like Smudge has just broken about a year's worth of building. Smudge, please behave. So we could have that there, and we've got all the trees together. But then that looks a little bit naked there, so maybe not. We'll bring that to here. What are you doing, you absolute tank? Hmm? You've got about 3 or 4 different beds up here, and all you're doing is trying to jump on all the tables. Eesh. Get in there and relax. Just thrown him back in his bed. He's just looked at me in absolute disgust. And of course, he's then gone into the corner just to sleep on the carpet instead. Well done, Smudge. I'm going to fill that cube up with Lego now instead. Right, enough of me talking to the cat. We have got this beautiful little well, so maybe that goes there. Yeah. We've got the nice little violet and purple with the violet and purple, so that's a nice little thing. Yeah, I like that corner. You've got all the busyness of the height up top with all the trees. And as you come down, you can easily get some studs around there. I can just copy that path. I really like that. So we can get some of them, get some of the hoppers, and we're good to go. And then we've just got this extra bit of red basically for layering with the red that side. So base plate wise now, we have technically got 32, 32, another close to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. So 20 studs, 30 studs. So we've got space, just not the easiest of shapes to work with. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, I am complaining. Do we have the Snow White cottage angled here? So what we've got is we've got like a Rivendell-esque theme. That's what I was trying to do. And then we've got a more foresty theme because you've got the Snow White and the other bits and pieces. The only thing is, do we have the cotter? Yeah, looking at that now going, do we have the cottage where the Winnie the Pooh bit and that is? But I really like the looks of that, so we're just going to try the cottage angled. I have put the tree back on it, mind, so don't worry. Oh no, or is this too big? It does need to go backwards. What have I done with that now? So this is a pretty thing. It's completely the wrong coloured thatch roof. I say this every single time. And no, that is not going to go in that gap. It's far too big. Bugger. You don't realise how big this thing is. These are awkward shapes as well. Right. Big one goes in first then. Oh, what a shame, I was liking that. I suppose if I rip the Winnie the Pooh out and rip the trees out, it's all the Snow White stuff together. I wanted to try and mix and match it up so it was a bit more of a fantasy walk, but never mind. That's out of the way. Pull that out. Pull the trees I'm obsessed with out. Pull that out. Now the question is, will the Snow White fit? Oh, I could put it in angled. Or diagonal. God, I knew I got them close together. I've got the trees attached to each other. Oh, you can hear everything. Everything's falling off. I've just knocked the Snow White stuff off. How? There we go. They're attached, now they're detached. That's out of the way. That's out of the way. That's fallen out again. That tree's fallen off again. And now we are moving again. Right. So, two options. If it'll fit. Will that fit? If I pick that up, will it go flat against the back of that wall? No. So, it's going there. That desperately needs a vacuum. That's come off the shelf, isn't it? That's all the brick dust. That is vile. I do not like that there at all. So that tucks into there without losing any space. And then we've got that walk around with the trees there. That looks horrible. I think I'm going to have to split this, because that isn't going to work there either. I can't angle it because you lose far too much space. That doesn't look as bad. It's just a cottage on the corner. But the problem is that, and I don't even think that would fit in, and you wouldn't see them. Still think the Rivendell needs to be facing forwards. But that is not going to work. Oh, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? I don't think I can get, I could try. That went back in that gap because it took up no space at all. Well, it ate into the space, because it's not, so I say, it fills in wasted space. That's what I'm after. Now, you can just hear the bits breaking off as I go to move everything. The roof about to fall off. Do I bring that much further forward? Which is not going to give me enough space to pull the Rivendell over to then get the Snow White in. Oh no, this is a headache. Because of course that doesn't look bad. You know the angle doesn't look bad. We know that looks, well, that looks nice. We like that. This, that way. It's the roof again. Come on. Thank you. Now that now would fit there, because I've got the bit behind it. So there's no wasted space there. So that gives us that amount of studs if it's spun round that way. And then if I tucked my obsession here to almost hide it, that now looks like it's back in the woods. If that came all the way, oh no. So if that came all the way over, it would look rubbish. Now this can be, of course, it can be split into three, can't it? Do I do that? Does this bit come off completely and go somewhere else? Because if that's the case, if that came off, that tree, oh, I am going to throw that tree. Right, you can see I am repairing this. Look, see, there we go. And it's just going to fall off again and again and again. Now that is that angle, and that is the space we've got just there. Now do we think this would slot just in there? So if this slots in that gap, I can make the rest of it work. I do not think this is going to. Oh, this is so big. Oh, that's both roof panels just ripped off. There's no, you can't really pick this thing up. I mean, everybody's looking at me going, yeah, you can. So, yeah, but not how I do it. It's all right when it's on a beautiful billy and you're just admiring it. But when you're an idiot like me, you move it every 2 seconds. All right, can we hide that? Can we get that looking like it should be hidden? And that clearly just goes there. That would then clearly go there. No. No, 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 no. I have never... Well, this is why I don't really film me doing the actual minifigures display, because it takes me this long. I'm sure it does with everybody else, but I am trying to fit 2 extra base plates onto a table that was already full. So we're doing something, aren't we? But you can see, I just really like how the trees layer. Now, can I put the side on this way? It's further back. That then fit? That went like that. That went there. Oh, actually, have I swapped? That one. And that one. And then that one. There we go. We're starting to get somewhere now. Yes, okay. So we've got the side on of the cottage, which we've got the trees on this side. The other side's a little bit, well, bland and boring. We have then got the back, which needs to be cleaned massively. But potentially we could angle this round for whatever reason. So it looks better angled or straight. It really matters, does it? Don't think it really matters. If I was skilled enough, I could make some of these trees up. I'll probably put another set at the back. Where's that? I just don't know if I put these red ones in as well. Yeah, it's going to be wasted. These are going to get lost there. Let's put these somewhere else. You want to give that illusion that you're walking into a foresty thing, don't you? So we'll see. It's the perfect thing about these, they're so easy to move about. So we've got the queue line bit just there. That looks rather smart like that. So we got that tree, that tree, that tree, that tree. Yes, okay, so that's our foresty area. So that's what I meant about splitting it up. Could potentially just, yeah, you can see how pedantic I'm going to get with all of this. So, okay, now this little thing just here can still go there. But we can put it there, which looks nice. So that can just twist. Yes. Perfect. So you walk under the red trees now to go into the queue line. So I am quite happy with that. The only thing I'm missing really is something there. That's going to bug me a little bit. We could potentially try and get some, I'll get something custom built just down there. And I will be vacuuming all of that up very, very soon indeed. Right. Roof panels. Which way did these go on? Please don't tell me I've got to pull you out to get the roof on. I think that one's on. Nope, clearly not. Oh, right, yeah. Maybe an idiot, it clips in, doesn't it? There we go. That does not look right to me whatsoever. But for now, I'm sure that chimney's upside down. In fact, the chimney is upside down. Oh, how hard can it be? Oh, maybe not. Nope, broken that. Right, that's that. So yes, that looks like a forest with the Winnie the Pooh thing hidden. I think it's better having the front there, so you've got the front door to the front door, but it does need something just there. I don't think I've got anything else left over or small. So now, can I utilise these trees? I think I can. Because we've got the thing I've always gone on about with this set is when it's all together, you've got the 3 bits. You've got this bit first, beautiful bit second, then this bit curves round, and you've got the water, you've got the nice walkway. But what interests me the most is the forest bit. Now, how can we utilise that to carry on layering up these trees? Because this thing is, again, surprisingly massive. I think there's going to be an easy way to do that. The perfect place for that, side on, is where the Snow White house is. That's the perfect way to have it. Do I do that? Do I swap them both over? Or are you not going to see anything? Because you've got that option. Where it comes through. I kind of feel that this needs to be surrounded in trees rather than, I just don't have the space. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, not today. Oh, not today. Why? I know I'm going to go slow this week, but I didn't want that to happen. Don't know how many bits fell off, but I will have to find the rest of them. Drop that as well as we go. Because these things bounce and you can never find them again. Oh, great. Not that bit, was it? Fantastic. Ah, we're a few leaves short. Ah, those bits at the box have come out as well. But yes, you can see if that went close to that, that's perfect. And obviously you don't get the 2 completely different sets. Snow White's causing so many problems. Because if... I have no idea what you can see now. Oh, really didn't put that roof on very well. Because if I put that way, I just can't. Oh, this Snow White is giving me such a headache. That step like that. That went there. I'm just coming too far over now. I am going to grab a drink and probably an ibuprofen because I've got such a headache now from doing this. The Snow White cottage doesn't look bad when it's hidden at the back, but it's just taking up too much space. And if you think all of that is thrown in and I've still got those two bits to try and get in, it's not going too well at the moment. Right, let's see what else we can do. A little bit of a play, because potentially this might have to angle somewhere else. Because that looks lovely like that. As it feeds in. As it feeds in the other way. We go here. Because you've got the water in the water. And that was spun round that way because it's the only way it can go. Hang on, okay. I might be creating something by mistake here because you've then got this bit kicking in. Yeah, because the entrance way for this isn't swamped. I've got the trees where I want it. Water, we'll have to do something here. Right, what else? It's in reverse, so this bit of roof that keeps falling off. Right, Winnie the Pooh is going in next. It's not too sure what's actually going on with this roof. So I've ripped both bits off and I've got the one bit on the wrong side. Possibly. I have. Because I am a moron. I don't know how I've done that. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just making myself look very, very stupid. Right, let's worry about that in a bit. So that goes there. That bit went there to fill in the bits and pieces. Didn't put that on very well, did I? And the yellow with the yellow does look quite nice. And then we had that bit over the queue line. nicely. But saying that also works well if I did that. So we've got all the height now. So that's one set, that's another set. No, I think that needs to be a little bit further back to cover the Winnie the Pooh. Angle that. Angle that. Slot that down in there. And I think we're near enough. All right. I'm not sold on this thing at the front with the waterfall, I know, but not too sure what else to do. But we have got a line, basically a line of trees is what we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different sets. That bit fills up the gap. We've got a nice little walkway around. That bit's hidden at the back. That roof can go on later because I am going to be fighting with that all day. And now we've got the problem, because where is this gonna go? That just looks like it's been thrown on the table because, well, it has. Oh dear. No. So my whole split thing, that has to go there. Can I squash this over and get it in? I'm not going to bore you with it. I'm just going to do it and then let you know the results, because we've taken far too long on this already. Right, I think I've come to the conclusion that I can make this work if we don't put the Jurassic Park gates in. And they're just going to have to go somewhere else. Because that and that look great. If I just have that on the angle like so, I think that looks absolutely fine. Now, obviously the easiest thing now to do is just swap that with that. That comes in front. You've got that tucked in behind. You've then got the path going down there. And then this just gets spread out. And then I know it's not going to look as full because, well, we are trying to get that in. And I just don't think it's going to work. So as a last ditch attempt, because I just angled this off camera and it kind of works. Just like that. That I don't think works there. It just looks too split up. I think that needs to go beside it. So you've got a bigger piece and then you've got the smaller bit behind it. And then hopefully, well, I just hope it fits for a start. Right, we just had quite a serious problem with the battery. Everything froze. So everything goes blue, everything goes jumpy. Luckily I caught onto it. So all you've missed me do is move this. I don't think it looks too bad. Now, if I got some more trees, I think it would work. Putting something like there straight away potentially would work. you've got the height around it. It looks like it's hidden. I can put some bits and pieces behind it. I don't think it looks too bad. There's nothing else I can do really. It's just a pain in my backside. Now, that bit needs to go back in so we can see what space we've got, and then what we can start to do is just figure out the spacing for the little bits and pieces. It does mean now we actually have a little bit of expansion, which is, well, unexpected, because obviously that was not planned whatsoever. Now I have options. Now I've got options after all this time. The Rivendell can step over. I don't think it needs to. I think it can just stay there. We got that angled nicely. Now, do we think the best look for this is coming off that way? I think it probably is, to be honest, because we had that at the back, didn't we? Then we had that, which I think looked the smartest with regards just to height and stuff. And then we had that one there. See, that now just looks more open and nice and just not as cluttered and busy. We have a nice little path going around there. So yeah, that looks, it does look so much better. The only thing is we've got this space, which is not a bad thing at all. So that is what this is looking like. So depending on the angle you get a nice angle here with the trees up there, and then you've got this nice little walkway into the forest. Does it look better? Yeah, it kind of looks like it's in the middle of a forest, doesn't it? Because you've got the red at the front, the yellow and green at the back, and then you've got the green of the Winnie the Pooh itself, and then you got the queue line is just the queue line. So that has taken far too long, and I need to move the rest of that table up. I could. There's, it's there. It was only supposed to be rough, and I think it looks okay. I think we've done it. That nearly beat me. It probably still has, to be honest. So I would like that, basically. I just think that looks, well, not that high, but you know what I mean. Just, it looks like it's in its own enclosed thing. But we got the layers, we got it all around the Winnie the Pooh. It's supposed to be in its forest. It just needs the roof put back on. Living the dream. Living the dream. I don't know if I'm happy with that or not, to be honest. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's bugging me about this. I don't understand. Don't know if it's the space or if I just haven't angled this thing properly. Beaten me. I think it has beaten me, which is annoying. Maybe it's not angled, maybe it just faces forward. Maybe we leave it like that for now. So that is actually facing forward, putting the water in. Path around the side, path around the back. Another little hidden thing. We said we like that with that, didn't we? So that can go back there. That can come a little bit further forward. That can come a little bit further forward. That can turn. That can't go anywhere. All right, no, that now, I don't know what it was with that being angled, I just didn't think it worked. So now I can create paths around that. I can fill this out a little bit and we should be good to go. Now I've waffled on for that long, I've got to change the memory card over, which is a nightmare, and we'll just get that done. How long is left? 2 minutes. I think what I'm going to do is just put the stuff on the shelf and show you what I've done rather than walk backwards and forwards, because we've been going on far too long just doing this. I just need to clear that table off very, very quickly and then we should be good to go. Right, change of plan. I've actually found the other memory card easy enough, and look at this for a view from here. I always forget to do this when you first come up the loft ladders because I'm lower than the table. That honestly is exactly what I wanted it to be. And this side here, now that is spun forward, you have got a really nice little walkway, and you've got all of those really, really pretty trees coming up on that side. And then from here, I wasn't 100% sure having the big ones at the back and then the Winnie the Pooh in the middle and with the red at the front. But all of that I think looks really nice, and depending on the angle that you go into, you can also see that from the loft ladders really easily. And then the hidden gem is that bit at the back. So yes, after just coming up those loft ladders and seeing it from that angle, it sort of needs to be viewed from lower down really rather than stood up. It does the trick. Now the other reason why I put the other memory card in and carried on talking is because we've got all the minifigures as well, haven't we? So it's just going to be a long upload, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I know you guys and girls, well, I'm assuming you like watching the longer content. I can see it in the analytics. It gets watched, so I don't purposely do it. It's just the day in the life. That's what this disaster series is all about. Now, oh, head rush. Dungeons and Dragons castle. It's probably going to have to go on the right hand side over here, isn't it? So we are going to have to figure out. It's going up rough. I'm only just throwing it up, and then it'd be a different disaster series, because I have been told via private message and possibly YouTube messages as well that my idea for this, which was going to be a nice little horror cube, which again is something when you come up the loft ladders, it just looks great just there. That's the He-Man castle by Mattel. It's it's their own branded bricks, and it's just a license that Lego don't have, nor would they, because probably it's just too violent for the Lego license. And obviously the Stranger Things is a Lego thing, and then the Snake Mountain was going to go just on that side, which is here. This massive thing just here, which to be honest, the box is getting in the way. So I think that has to really, if I can build it quick enough, I will do. If not, it'll be after the Ninjago bits. You'll feel. What have I done changing the battery? Professional, there we go. So that is going to be a nightmare, because the long-winded way around it, apparently that will not fit in that cube. So we're going to have a row of castles up at the top. The He-Man castle, Castle Grayskull, Dungeons and Dragons castle, and the Disney castle. It's either going to be that, or it's going to be a random theme from different theme parks, which I can't fit anywhere else, because the Jurassic Park bit could go up there, which would represent the Jurassic Park from Universal Studios and yada yada yada, but we'll figure it out. So you're on the massive AT-AT box, which is going to make this really awkward for me to reach over, but I haven't got the floor space. Oh, I've just hit, oh no, I've just hit the ceiling with the waterfall, and I've just taken the top of the waterfall off. Oh, when you're having one of those days, you're having one of those days. So obviously I don't like the bricks. We know that's been its long disaster of its own monstrosity. That shelf has been cleaned all of the time. and it just brings tears to my eyes all of the time. Now, the tall bit, the castle, it's going to look like an ant next to the other thing, I would imagine. It's just been thrown up. Like I said, it's not been clipped together. I would like this, to be honest, in the other corner, because I would like Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain side by side if they're going to have to come up here on this shelf. Now, obviously, I'm doing this like a melon because it's supposed to clip together completely differently, but I don't care. But it does fit on the shelf, no problem. And I think that will go in that corner, okay. I think, which is good. Of course, there's the dragon, which is all the way down here. That table that I said I didn't need, I really need it. I really do need it now. That can just hopes and dreams and hold on for the best just there. Right, spinning you around. I don't know what you can see. This is moving again. If you have been watching the last couple of uploads, this is now the... I think I've moved this in every upload so far. There is a plan for this. It's just not ready to happen just yet. But it does involve jaws. So that might be a bit of a giveaway. And it also involves the A-frame cabin as well. So we can definitely do something with that. But we now might have 2 cubes free. Because if I get that Stranger Things up and out, the bottom 2 cubes would be free, so which would then give me the display space underneath those cubes, and then the extra 2 cubes would then become free, and I've got this table free. Wasn't planned, but I think that's might be how it's going to go. Now these are all, these spare pieces just keep getting moved forward and backwards, forward and backwards. This is just annoying. Like I said, all of this was supposed to be done over the month of December, and we've basically done this between Christmas and New Year. That's why it's a bit difficult, because that, what I've just done just there, that plan of that was actually the first upload in December. And, well, you can see the date it got uploaded, so that's how far back. That does look good. Just going up and down the velocity, it's just the colours. It's just a shame I don't think it comes through on the camera. It's something you've got to see in person. But even just stood at this angle now, didn't really think about it, but with me straightening up those trees, you've then got all the tree line that way and that way. So yes, I'm very, very happy with my forestry. I'm going to go on about that for every single upload, and I really think it does look very, very good with the dragon. I think the big dragon over the top, I think that just splits the land up perfectly, and yeah, it makes Harry Potter its own then, and then it comes round into its own Ninjago. Obviously that's just all going to need to be tidied and all that nonsense, but yes, not too bad. Now talking of Ninjago, remember these? How many times have I moved these minifigures and they haven't been displayed yet? I'm probably the only person in history to go off, try and get a series of D&D on day 1, because everybody knew that they're going to be popular, have the D&D set and not display them with it, just leave them in a bag. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm an idiot. That is the problem. I am a moron. In a couple of weeks, I think there's going to be a trip to IKEA, which is always painful. And also, what else is painful is this. This needs to be repaired. Remember this? where it fell down the loft ladders trying to do the Ninjago. So that needs to be sorted out for the Marvel display, because when I actually do the video of the diorama, that needs to go in. So you've got all of these little different videos coming up between like the start of the year, just to break it up. And you're gonna have a top 5 disaster video as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That might be a New Year's Eve type thing that I do, because, well, I could make a top 100 and it would be about, oh Jesus, what, 5-10 hours long. And if you go on about each disaster for 5 minutes, and I've done 100 of them, you can start doing the maths. It'll be scary. I now need this table. So my plan of a nice clear floor is going to be no longer. That, like I said, I have to empty into one of those. That is really heavy. Random stuff that I've got up here. That one might be empty. I got 1 or 2 empty boxes, which is making this look a lot worse than what it already is. Ooh. Didn't want to do that. Stuff behind that I don't need. Don't need that at the moment, don't need that at the moment, that at the moment. I need those minifigures. Those minifigures will get placed. Ugh. Could I home the waterfall? You know, that display that said looks absolutely perfect and we don't need to worry about doing anything to it anymore. Could I put the waterfall where the big trees are, put the big trees where the red trees are, and bring the red trees forward? Would it fit? Would it look alright? Because I have nowhere else to put this waterfall at the moment. Oh, what am I doing? Honestly, this is now turning into the display that just keeps on giving. At least we know this layout works, so if it doesn't, then fine. Hopefully. Because this is much bigger, well, this set should be much bigger than what you can see. But I think a lot of people, like me, took the other sides off, because the base of this thing was enormous. I have just, but it's just a nice looking. What's behind it? Oh, there's a staircase behind it, so I can't go flush. Oh, bugger. Never mind. I thought I could go flush. I can't. So that's not going to work, I don't think. Oh, hang on. Yes, it will. Does it work with the waterfall in there? No. It looks too busy. Never mind. Let's go back to what I was happy with, and then we can carry on. We tried, I failed again. I'm good at doing that. I am good at doing that. So I'm going to need your help in the comment section then, with regards to where is that going to go? Because it's a big old thing. It's beautiful, but I'm going to need a little bit of help with it, I think. Okay, all right, that's all back in. Took 2 seconds, didn't it? We have got the waterfall. Flintstones I'm confused with, which doesn't help because that's something else. I haven't got a clue where it can go. That might just have to go on a display shelf when I get around to making a display shelf. Ninjago. Let's go in there. I'll clear that up off camera. D&D. Oh, no, D&D. Up there. Now this fan is actually falling apart by itself. I think it's being jinxed. I know it's everybody's #1 favourite set, but somehow, I'm assuming, one of the cats has decided they've had enough of it as well, and they pancaked the front of it. But the only place that fan can go is literally here now. It can't go anywhere else, and the thing is so big. I don't know, we could have a water type display there instead. Think about that in the future, shall we? As this has gone on far too long. Ninjago. Again, I'll have to put that in its correct boxes because I need that box. That is Winter Village. That is there. Okay, didn't even see that all the way through the video, so that's back on there. Black Panther goes there. We're doing for time. Oh, we've been going a long time doing this. Caught you. You're with that. You're the 2 instruction booklets with that, so you can go in the instruction booklet box down there. See, I'm organised for that. Right, let's have a little bit of fun to finish this video off by just adding some of the minifigures around the display, and then we can wrap it up and be done. And then off camera, I'll do the rest, as in clean it, shall I say, and then we'll make a full-blown diorama individually while trying to fix the Ninjago bits and pieces. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So let's see what we can do by adding some of these minifigures in onto the set. That wasn't the smoothest of cuts, but the battery ran out again, so tough. Right, we have got a couple of very interesting minifigures in here. Now we could put some around the back because we got basically me with a leaf blower at the back. But obviously this was me until I turned into Venom, by the way, so I am now Venom. We could have, maybe we can have the 2 workers just working on this patch around here, and then we can have this one just snipping away. So we got those 2 there. So she's got her little secateurs, got a little leaf blower. Now we know that little leaf blower is blowing these. I'm not doing a very good job, he's not really looking, but that's those 2, so we're okay with that now. We can't be missing a minifigure already. There's a minifigure that comes with the giveaway purchase, who is another one in, well, no. I think it's her. So we will have you just behind by the entrance, looking like you're watching what the other 2 are doing, which you are. Now we've got a guy here, which is a great looking Great looking minifigure. He's got a long lens camera. So I think we can have you taking a picture of the bird that is in the bird bath, which will be nice. But he also is with his blind friend, so maybe we can have them taking a photo, which I think would look nice. So there we go. So that is what, 5 added. We've got a coffee shop worker, which can go out the back, and we'll have 2 people. We've got a coffee shop worker, and we need 2 minifigures to go out the back. I think those 2 are together, and those 2 are together. You can't see what I'm doing, but I think by the box, I could just look at the instruction booklet, couldn't I? I think those 2 are together, and then that's the little turd that rips the plant out, which I'm going to get him annihilated. Then we've got a dog, and we've got this lady, and I have to double check. Can't mix the families up, can I? That would just get very, very weird. So, do they show all the minifigures at the front, at the back, at the back? Was I correct? Right, so we've got those 2 together with the dog. Those 2 together, which is close enough. It's quite a nice little scene there. You can't stand them up like that though, so they've lied to us. So we'll have him taking a photo. Leaf blower, secateurs close together. The little monkey and the mum, yeah, so those 2 are together. Those 2 are together. Those 2 are together. She's on the steps. And you're not part of the set. Right, okay. So we can put you 2 at the entrance there, looking at those, because that looks pretty cool. Kind of need to add some minifigures inside this, really. The amazing thing is, the roof just pops off though. So we're going to have you with your binoculars, having a good look up in there. What have you just dropped? Yeah, your mobile phone. It's a very, very weird accessory to give to this type of minifigure, because normally the older generation, or generation that is not addicted by a mobile phone, actually just looks at the stuff rather than whatever. But we'll go with it. That's what that's his accessory. You can actually get close there. So the cool thing is about this, it's got all the information plaques and everything on the inside. So you've got the two minifigures in there. I could put another one up there. Yeah, we could put you up top, as long as your head doesn't hit the, shouldn't hit the roof. So you can be up there. So we've got three in there, which means a coffee person can't go there because she'll be bored. I could actually put her in the calf. There is. So what I do, I won't put her behind the tilt. Can I see what I'm doing? I'll put her just there. You can see her just there, looking in at those 3. And there is obviously some bits and pieces around on this side, but got a little bird at the top. Again, I've done the full review on this, so if you want to see it in all of its glory, then feel free to hunt it down in the unboxing playlists. Yeah, we'll have animals. Animals welcome in the museum, so you're gonna have to stand. Oh, don't do that, don't do that. No. Cool thing is these trees just come out. So rather than me making life difficult for myself, we've got a little puppy dog in there. Those two are talking. Oh. Just knock the dog over, which is not what we want. What a beautiful thing this is. Do I have them being naughty or nice? Where did they go? Because he is photoed, being told off, being all grumpy and stupid, because he's actually ripped a flower off. So I was going to have him being arrested, to be honest, because we can't tolerate that kind of nonsense in my theme park. So I was going to get a security guard, or Batman. Maybe you could get Batman. Make him absolutely terrified. Shove Batman on the roof. We've only got, oh no, we put the dog there. We can have the mum there, and this Muppet just there. And maybe we can actually have Batman as security higher up, which then means this lady can have a walk around the other side. So, as there's only one space for looking at cactuses, she can be looking at all the cacti in there. It's got, again, all the information plaques. They are prints, no stickers, which is great. Right, this bit to go back in, that just slots straight in. Thanks very much. I'm getting Batman. I've got so many of them. Which version of Batman should we have? Or should we just have Bruce Wayne? It's a bit of an Easter egg. Well, we're thinking this now. This video should have finished a while back, I know. We're going to have Bruce. I'm going to put Bruce Wayne looking in pure disgust. So this is the exclusive Bruce Wayne that comes with, and he's going to be looking at that child thinking he's going to beat the bejesus out of him. I think that makes me happy. He knows what he's done. He'll get some vengeance. It fits. Sensational. Right, flip back on, living the dream. All the minifigures are in. So those two at the front, I think look nice. And then we've got the one with the toolbox. Photo by the bird, that looks really nice. And no, don't forget, we're going to have all of the more minifigures all wrapped around the paths and things. And obviously we've got the characters from the Lord of the Rings. We have got Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to be plonked down. Obviously I just, instead of using the base plates now like this, I can just put them across the top. All of this will go green because it looks stupid in blue, so I just need to get 4 more green base plates and we can just cover all of that as so. But I think it's finally time for me to say that is it, and I am done. I apologise with how long this has taken. It is the story of my life, but I am very, very happy with the outcome now. Just stood here looking at that. It was worth it. And I think if I could get some really nice photos of this with some better lighting, I think hopefully you guys and girls will agree with regards to just the different angles that you've got and the fact that this is now populated. It looks much, much nicer. So I've just got to do the same thing with everything else. But if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let us know, to make me feel better, what set have you struggled with this year to actually get on display, or have you been really lucky and you've just fitted it in, no problem? There's got to be a display coming, or a set coming, shall I say, in 2025, which might make you a little bit worried with regards to size, shape, and everything else. But one more time, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.